Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you people are fine and doing very well. So today what do we have here? We have got New Oxford Primary Science for level 3, grade 3. So we are going to start our book, science book today. So open page number 2. Okay. What do we have here? We have got unit number 1, the human body. Okay, dear students, as you know that we are human beings and we have got a body, and in this body we have got a lots of parts and organs, and they perform different functions. You people have already learned all these things in your previous classes. Let's recall your previous knowledge. Okay, so here we have got points to recall. First of all, we have the body has many parts, bones, joints, muscles and organs. You must be familiar of all these parts. All the parts of the body perform different important functions. This is also a point that is quite important because our body parts perform different kind of functions. We have 5 senses. Senses are also important for us. They help us to sort out different things which are going on around us. How many senses we have? 5 senses. Sight, smell, hearing, taste, touch. Okay. The next point we have here is the body needs rest, air, water, food and exercise. As you know, human body needs different things to live a healthy life. So all these things important to live a healthy life. Okay, in this box it is mentioned that you will learn about the different organs, and the organs enable the system of the body to function and the function of the brain. Okay, so we are going to start the reading. You people will also open your books and put your finger or pencil like this, and you will do the reading with me. Okay, so we are going to start. Your body is like a wonderful machine. Machine, what is a machine? Machine makes our work easier. So our body is also like a wonderful machine. It can do hundreds of different jobs. We can do a lots of things by using this machine, which we call our body. These jobs are done by different organs and systems. As you know, we have got different organs in our body and they consist of system, and these all the different kind of jobs are done by these organs and systems. The organs and systems perform different functions, but they all work together. That is the main thing, you know. We have got different organs and these organs consist of a system and they work together to make that system work properly. Okay, so here we have got a lovely picture. Here we can see different children are playing. So discuss and answer which organs and organ system are these children using. So we have to tell how many systems or organs these children are using. Okay, what comes in my mind is that as they are playing, so they must be using their muscular system and then their skeletal system. Then also they are using their respiratory system. You know, while playing, we used to breathe heavy. So respiratory system is also working on. So lots of systems, I guess, are working here. So let's move on to the next page. What do we have here? Okay. We have here human brain. The human brain, the brain is the control center of the body. It controls all the systems and organs. You know that we have got in different companies, we have got head office. So you can say the head office of our body is brain. Okay, it controls, it's the main organ, it controls all the systems and organs. Okay, it gives them order, if it tells them what to do and at which time we have to avoid something and we have to do something. So it is the controlling power system. Okay, so here we have got structure of brain. If you take a closer look, then it has got these 3 parts. The first part is cerebrum, and the shape of the cerebrum is just like a walnut. Are you aware of the walnut? It is kind of a nut, and it is very important, you know, for the it gives strength to your brain basically, because the structure of brain is also like the walnut. So it shows that walnut is very good for your health. So brain, we have got in brain cerebrum. It is the largest part, okay, and what functions it performs? It controls memory, thinking, and our senses. Okay, if you think something and if you are having memories, like last year I have gone to some place and what position I have got in my last session, so this is called memory. And what I think about other people around me, and what I think about what's going on in my life, so my thinking, my memory, and all the other senses, these are controlled by cerebrum. The next we have got cerebellum. Cerebellum is a part which controls our muscles. Okay, wherever we have got muscle system, cerebellum is going to control it. The next we have got medulla. Medulla, activities of the heart, stomach, kidneys, all these are organs. Okay, the activities of these organs, these are controlled by medulla. Okay, so here we have got a box in which we will get very interesting information. It tells us that the brain is about 73% of water. Wow, what a knowledge we have. This is why it is so important to make sure you drink plenty of water. If you don't, it can affect your ability to pay attention and learn. So water, you know, is quite important for us. It helps us to perform our different activities. So dear students, you must drink water at least 8 to 10 glasses daily. Okay, so move on to the next topic. We have got here sense organs. How many senses we have? 5. Okay, so the sense organs help us to sense the world around us. Whatever is going around us in the world, in our surroundings, we can sense it with the help of these sense organs. The sense organs take in information and send it to our brain, okay, so that we can be aware of our environment. So you can say this is kind of a message system. Our sense organs send a message to our brain, and then brain reacts and tells us that what we should do and what we shouldn't. Okay, so it makes us aware of our environment. Our senses are important. They help us to keep us safe from danger. Okay, so we used to face a lots of events, in a few of them are dangerous as well. So in the coming lectures, you will get to know that how these senses help us to avoid any danger. Okay, first of all, we have got eyes. Eyes. When the eyes see something, they send a message to the brain. The brain tells us what we are seeing. Okay, so this is kind of a message system. Our eyes used to saw something, and then they will send the message to the brain, and the brain then replies that what you are going to see. Okay, so there is an information box. Do you know? Eyelashes help keep the eyes clean by collecting small dirt and dust particles floating in the air. What are eyelashes? Eyelashes are small hair that are present on our eye. Okay, and their function is to protect our eye. As you know, sunlight is also not good for the eyes, so it protects our eyes from sunlight as well. They also protect the eyes from strong sunlight. Okay, so eyes can help you to avoid any danger, as if you're on the road and if some car is coming from far away and it's in a great speed, so your eyes will tell you that you have to get aside, otherwise you will get hit by that car. Okay, so the next we have here ears. Okay, ears. The ears receive sounds from outside. The sounds are carried to the brain. The brain tells us what is making the sound and where the sound is coming from. So the other system is ears. Ears also receive sounds. Okay, we hear something around us and then the sounds are carried to the brain. These sounds are carried to the brain in the form of messages, and the brain then tells that what is making that sound. Like if a drum is beating far away, you can even hear it and you can tell, okay, your brain will tell that the drum is beating. So our ears enable us to hear and also help us to keep our balance. Actually, our ears have got two functions to perform. First, it helps us to hear something, and the other function is to keep our balance. Okay, move on to the next page. On the next page, what do we have? We have here the nose. Okay, many things give off smell, scents, odors. These smells travel through the air. Okay, so there are many things around us that give off smells. They have got pleasant smells and then they have got stinking smells. So these smells travel through the air. Okay, and the nerves in the nose receives these smells. So in the nose, there are nerves. They receive these smells and they take them to the brain, and the brain tells us if the smells are pleasant or not. Like if you are sniffing a flower has got a very pleasant kind of a smell. Then the other hand, if you have got some stinking kind of a smell of drainage and anything like that, so it's quite unpleasant to us. So our brain used to tell us that which smell is nice and which is stinky and it's not pleasant. Okay, the next one we have got here is tongue. The tongue helps us to taste things. The tongue is very important, you know. It tells us that whatever we are eating, sometimes we feel that our tongue tells us that what are we eating is pleasant or not, it's sweet, salty or whatever. But actually the brain tells us that whatever you have got in your mouth, what taste it has. The tongue helps us to taste things. The tongue is covered with tiny pores which taste different things. Okay, we have got tiny pores on our tongue. If you look into the mirror and take a closer look at your tongue, you can see all these pores over there. The small dot like things on our tongue, these are basically used to taste different things. We can tell if something is sweet, sour, bitter, salty or hot. Okay, if we are eating like chocolate and then we are having something sour like lemon, okay, and then bitter. Coffee has got a bitter taste. Salty, like you eat French fries, okay. Hot, tea is hot. So the tongue also helps us to talk as well. Whatever I am saying right now, my tongue is helping me out to talk to you people, okay. The next sense organs is skin. The skin helps us to feel. Just under the surface of the skin are the ends of the nerves. Under our skin, like if I show you my wrist, so this skin, I can feel my finger on this skin, okay. I can feel it. How can I feel it? When my finger touches my skin has got smaller nerves, okay. These nerves take the message to the brain, and the brain tells that whatever is touching you is soft or smooth or whatever it feels like. So the skin helps us to feel. Just under the surface of the skin are the ends of nerves, okay. The end of nerves are under the surface of the skin. When we touch something, the nerve endings send a message to the brain, okay. We can feel heat, cold, pressure and pain. We can feel if something is hard or soft. As you can see in this picture, there is a cactus plant. Cactus have got thorns on it. Very sharp, pricky kind of thorns. So if you are going to touch them, they will prick your finger and you will feel pain. Okay, so that pain, your brain will tell you that it is painful and you have to remove your finger. And if you are touching something hot, then again your skin is going to send the message to brain, and then the brain will tell you that the thing is hot, you just remove your finger from that hot thing. Okay. The next we have got is concept check. Which sense organ or organs will be involved in sensing these changes? So here we have got 3 points. While you are sleeping, there is a sudden change in temperature. Okay, if you are sleeping and it's winter time and you feel a little like you're cozy in your blanket and you feel some cool breeze is coming from somewhere. So which sense organ will tell you? Our skin will tell us. Okay, our skin will tell us that something cold is touching us and we feel cold and we feel uncomfortable. While searching in a bag for a book, a pen pricks your finger. So if a pen pricks your finger, just like the cactus flower, the cactus plant, you will feel pain. Okay, so once again your skin and your brain is involved in it. Okay, while you are in your bedroom, someone comes through the front door of the house, your eye will tell you along with the brain. I think we have to mention brain in all three places because all these things are related to the brain. Brain used to tell that whatever we are feeling, whatever we are having, whatever we are seeing, so our brain tells us. Okay, the next is try to write a short sentence while keeping your eyes closed and covered with your other hand. What was the effect on your writing? Okay, students, that is very interesting. So, if I get a page, let me do it for you so that you will get what you can. Okay. So, what I did, I am right now closing my eyes and I am going to write a sentence. I'm going to write my name over here. Okay, so this is my name is Nausheen. Okay, so I'm going to open my eyes now. Oh my God, look at this writing. It's not pleasant. You should also try it. Look, I am writing my name while my eyes are open. So the writing is much better now. What do you say? Huh? What do you say? So there is a difference. So if you keep your eyes closed, you cannot see the things clear. Okay, dear students, that's all from today's lecture. Inshallah, in the next lecture, we are going to continue the reading of this chapter. Till then, Allah Hafiz.